remember, you've told me, you've taught me from the start, protests are designed to make people uncomfortable.
Yes.
But discomfort to me means ears are still open. On those who are made uncomfortable, they're listening because they're trying to figure out, what are you doing and what do you say? Oh, that's what they're saying. So I'm uncomfortable because I'm listening. But if you get to the point where discomfort becomes anger or alienation, ears close and you lose, or the protest fails because are you with me on that?
I am.
So we keep pushing, we get closer and closer from discomfort to anger over here on this side, and we don't need anger because then the sides quit listening to each other. You with me?
I am. But even though Colin Kaepernick has told you it's not about the flag, he's told you not about the vest.
I know.
It's not about the anthem. You still choose to do that, but you have yet to acknowledge or address what he ultimately said.
Okay.
So why is that? Why have you refused to take? So you know what? He didn't say. All they keep saying, this is a great country. So many people have fought for this country. It's provided so much. It has provided, but it hasn't, and there's no such thing as all or every. And it's not going to provide all or every the same opportunities. I get that. But can we at least address, when you talk about that flag, can you address what led him to do what he did? Nope. None of the owners that said, they're still not talking about it, Skip. And like I said, if I'm gonna put my hand over my heart and I'm gonna stand at attention, come Monday, can we have the conversation? Can we have the conversation that led to the kneeling, to the raised of the fist?
Yes.
Can we have that conversation?
I sure
because
hope
if we
so.
can't,
I agree.
If we can't, you're telling me all along, it was never about that. But you wanted to make it about that because you didn't want to have this issue. Because you're fine with it because it doesn't affect you.
Okay.
People view, see, the thing is, Skip, people view, my grandmother had all her faculty. She didn't have Alzheimer's, but I know some of my friends' parents have had that. It affects you differently when it's you. See, alcoholism affects you differently because you had parents to go through that. So it's personal to you. My father also was an alcoholic. So it's personal to me. That's one of the reasons why I don't drink. Lost my father at 39 years of age, his brother at 41, another brother at 52.
I hear you.
So here I am. I'm already lived, long, 10, 11 years longer than my dad actually lived. But Skip, because what we're trying to get you to see is that there's something going on in society, and it's growing, and it's growing. And while you keep ignoring it, you're feeding it. And it's going to get big, and it's going to get bigger, and it's going to get bigger, and it's going to consume a lot of people. So at some point in time, whether we stand at attention and sing the national anthem frontwards and backwards, whether we do everything that we're being told, you're going to have to listen to us at some point. And when you listen, I need you to hear what we're saying.
Correct.
Because you can listen and not hear me. But when you're listening, I want you to hear what I'm saying and feel the pain that this is causing a lot of people. And we see what's going on, and we see that the injustices in our community. And it's upsetting a lot of people. Why it doesn't affect you personally, eventually it will.
It will. Okay, when I said deep water, there's one more level to this. Flash word of the quote. This is my stage.
My ownership.
Okay, I can make a case. You are the game. You were the game. The players today are the game.
Right.
Maybe it's his stage, but you're the game. You're the show. You're the entertainers. You're the ones we all pay to watch and to watch on TV. You're the ones that can sell the products to us, not the owner. It's his stage. It's your game. Okay?
Yep.
So we have heard rumblings in the National Basketball Association over the last 5 years that the most elite players, starting obviously with LeBron James and CP3 and Melo, and we can go on Kevin Durant, have had discussions about maybe we should start our own league. And I have said, bravo, go for it, because that's another way to go. Movie's going to open this weekend, Birth of a Nation.
Yep.
Nat Turner didn't have any way out, so he decided to take the violent way out.
Right.
And I pray to God as I sit here that doesn't happen again in this society, because it will get us nowhere except bloodshed. But he had no way out. And so he said, I don't know any way out. We've just got to fight.
Right.
Well, there's a way out today. You do have the freedom of movement. You can say you're not on the plantation. It is your game. And so at some point, I would love to see you or the current players stick it to that owner or those owners by saying, oh, okay, we'll take the ball and go home, or we'll go over here. We'll start our own sport over here. Now, a lot of headaches come with starting that sport because you have to run the huge business that is the National Football League. And you might fail. You might, but you could try. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to put up with what he said. It is his stage. I think you would admit right now that's just the way life is, right?
Yes.
Okay?
But when you go to a concert and you see the stage, you're not clapping for the stage. It's only when the performer comes up there, when Beyonce comes on stage or Drake comes on stage, that you start to applaud.
They're independent contractors, though, right? It's their stage, it's their tour, it's their, right?
And you said, and I'm glad you brought up Nat Turner, because one of his favorite quotes was, he says, what does the 4th of July mean to a slave? He said, you're celebrating, but what do we have to celebrate?
You got it.
And when President Obama spoke, he said, I want both sides to understand, because what the black community is trying to get you to understand, like those Gold Star families that have lost their loved ones fighting for this country, the parents and the loved ones that lost their black children at the hands of to police officers, they feel the exact same way. They hurt is the same as a Gold Star member that lost their family fighting for this country as somebody that died in the street. The love is still the same. So I don't want you to think because you lost your life fighting for the country, I lost my life unarmed in the street, that is different. Because it's not because I hurt. That's my loved one. That's my kid. And that's why I'm always respectful, Skip. When I'm up here, I always keep in mind, Aaron Rodgers has a mom and dad. He has brothers. But so does Geno Smith. So does anybody else. So I'm always trying to be respectful in that manner. I'm going to be harsh in my critique, but I'm always trying to be respectful. So don't think that one life means more than another. And if you can understand that one life is not more valuable than another. We're not saying all lives don't matter, but see us as human. And if you see us as you're less likely to treat us any other way than what we deserve to be treated.
Thank you for having this conversation.
Thank you for allowing me to have this conversation because, bruh, like I said it before, there are very few white men in your position that's willing to have this conversation. And you don't want to have it and say, okay, I'm done with it, I've done my part. Anytime, any place, Skip Bayless will say, you know what, hey, let's talk about this. And, bro, I commend you.
We've been on the air, what, a month or so? Are we into a month, maybe?
Yes.
I'm not sure we've missed a single day without having a discussion about this.
I don't think so either. And so I can tell you this. There are a lot of people that I talk to personally that says, well, what kind of person is Skip? I say the guy that you see talk about issues that affect our communities, he's more like that guy than the guy that loves the Cowboys.
But this is our 1-month anniversary today.
I do love the Cowboys.
Today is our 1-month anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
we made it a month.
Made it a month.
Congratulations.
Yes.